who is standing by. Good morning.
Well, good morning. It's the start of the week, and what could we expect? Well, we're looking at warm and dry conditions for the next coming days, but also I will keep you up to date what's going on in the tropics, especially with Imelda and also with Humberto, and which areas might be seeing some of that rain due to those tropical storms. But for us, it's going to be very sunny for today. The good thing is that in the afternoon, it doesn't feel that humid. So right now, our temperatures are ranging in the 70s. 71 is our current temperature as we head down into Zapata, Falcon Lake in the 60s, all the way into Hebron, Belfrier, and even into Carrizo Spring. Our dew points are ranging in the 60s. So yes, it's a humid start, but then later on in the afternoon, we're going to notice those dew points will be dropping into the 50s. Our winds, they're coming from the east-northeast up to 2 miles per hour. You barely feel those winds, should be increasing up to 10 later on in the afternoon. Temperatures will be ranging in the 80s, getting into the 90s. Here we do see around 4 p.m. 92. So for today, it will be warm. It's going to be sunny. What do I recommend for you guys to wear? Probably a long sleeve, light color clothing if possible, but it's been beautiful for the past couple of days. And then also a sombrero and umbrella could be useful. Some comfortable sneakers. Highs across South Texas will be ranging in the 90s. Our winds blowing from the east-northeast up to 10 miles per hour. Let's see some traffic now. Well, it is 6:02, and this is a look at 35 at Del Mar. Traffic seems to be very light at this moment, but keep in mind it's the start of the week, and we're going to see lots of traffic built up throughout Laredo. Back to you. Looking across Texas, well, this morning it feels a little bit slightly cooler. Here we do see those temperatures still ranging in the low 70s for some spots. 71 is our current temperature as we head into the central portion. Here we do see those temperatures dropping into the mid 60s all the way into Austin, in the upper 60s for Dallas, also for Houston, 67 for Corpus Christi, 71 for Brownsville, also for McAllen. In the Texas Panhandle, Amarillo waking up into the low 50s as we head towards El Paso, 64. So for today, we're going to notice it's still going to be on the warm side, but our heat risk potential is going to be little to no risk and also minor. So it's going to be a good afternoon, but still on the warm side. So for today, areas that could possibly be seeing some rain, it's very slight. It would be along the Texas coast. So it would be from Victoria, Corpus Christi, down into South Padre Island, Brownsville, and McAllen, maybe near Zapata. But for us for today, we're not looking at rain chances right now. Here we do see El Paso all the way into Del Rio, even into the Texas Panhandle, some cloud coverage and also some isolated showers. Temperatures for today should be increasing into the 80s around 11 a.m. It's not going to be that breezy. We're going to notice that our winds are going to be very light throughout the morning hours, then slowly increasing up to 10 miles per hour around 3 p.m. in the low 90s with plenty of sunshine. Around 7 p.m. we're going to be in the low 90s as well. So for today, expected to reach a high of 91. It will, 93. It's going to be mostly sunny, and then for the night dropping into the low 70s as we head towards the week. Here we do see that for Wednesday and Thursday, it's going to start to get warmer in the upper 90s. 98 for Wednesday and also for Thursday and Friday. We're not looking at rain chances. There's going to be those football games and there's going to be plenty of sunshine, and then those temperatures will slowly start to drop a little bit more over the weekend, and then also rain chances return by Sunday, being very slight at a 20% with plenty of sunshine. Now let's take a look at this day in history. Across the U.S. for us here in Texas, there's a few folks that are waking up into the upper 50s, and that would be in the Texas Panhandle and Amarillo as we head into Dallas in the 60s. Also for Houston, 71 is our current temperature, 64 for El Paso. In the central states, here we do see Oklahoma in the 60s. Now as we head into North Dakota, those temperatures drop into the 50s. Colorado, 49, 56 for New Mexico, then in the 70s for areas in Arizona, Nevada in the 60s, also for California in the 60s all the way into Seattle. Then as we head into Chicago, they're in the 60s all the way down into Memphis, 78 for New Orleans, the Sunshine State in the 70s, Boston in the 60s, 67 for D.C. So for today, spots that are looking at some rain chances would be mainly from Victoria all the way into Corpus Christi, Brownsville, and into McAllen. For us, we're not looking at rain chances. El Paso all the way into areas like Del Rio. You're starting to see some showers, but not that on the heavy side, but also some cloud coverage all the way into the Texas Panhandle. Now moving towards the west, areas that are seeing some rain as well would be in New Mexico, in California. It's northern all the way into the Pacific Northwest. Now Florida into the Carolinas, you're going going to continue to see those chances of showers and thunderstorms. Why is that? Because this is where Imelda is located. So this system is expected to turn to the east portion, but you do see that it's already creating all these showers and thunderstorms. Humberto is over here. Humberto will be staying in the open water. So this is where we notice where Imelda is. The winds are up to 45 miles per hour. By tomorrow, it should be turning into a Category 1, and then Wednesday it will continue as a Category 1 all the way up to Thursday. By Friday, it should be becoming a depression. But just stay weather aware, especially if you live in Florida all the way into the Carolinas, because you're going to continue with some heavy rainfall. Now for us, plenty of sunshine, temperatures ranging in the 80s, getting into the 90s. Our winds from the east northeast about 2 miles per hour throughout the morning hours, increasing up to 10. Around 10 p.m. temperatures will be dropping into the low 80s. It will be partly cloudy for us for tonight. For today, expected to reach a high of 93 with plenty of sunshine. For the night, dropping into the 70s. As we head into Tuesday, lots of sunshine, 96. And then for Wednesday and Thursday, we're going to notice those temperatures will be increasing more, kind of getting into the triple digits, but we're expected to stay in the upper 90s. Then Thursday and Friday, we have those football games with plenty of sunshine, 98 as a high for Thursday, Friday, 96. And then as we head towards the weekend, by Sunday, we're looking at rain chances being at a 20%. Have a great day.
Yolanda, if you're just tuning in, what should everybody wear this morning? Good morning.
Well, good morning. It's the start of the week, and over the weekend it's been beautiful. It's been on the warm side, but we could still be out there, especially under a shade. You'll enjoy that breeze as well. So for today, I would recommend for you guys, since it's going to be sunny, try to wear probably a long sleeve. It's going to be on the warm side. Highs will be ranging in the 90s, but this morning, as many of you are enjoying your breakfast, drinking some coffee, temperatures will be ranging in the low 60s. It's going to be feeling on the humid side, but then later on, our dew point should be dropping into the 50s. So that's why this morning our hair is not going to be looking that great. Then possibly later on in the afternoon, once our dew points drop into the 50s, it's going to be feeling warm and dry. And then in the evening hours, we're going to notice those dew points increase back into the mid 60s. For today's pollen, here we notice that grass and mowd are low, tree is moderate, ragweed is high. Don't forget to take those allergy pills. I did mention it's going to be a sunny day, and here we do see that our UV index for the next couple of days is going to be very high. So don't forget to apply some sunblock. Also take a break under an area of shade. Try to limit outdoor activity if possible. For today, expected to reach a high of 93, mostly sunny. Our winds blowing from the east northeast about 2 to 6 miles per hour. Then for tonight, we're going to be dropping into the low 70s, partly cloudy. Our winds from the northeast 2 to 7 miles per hour. And then by tomorrow, we're going to notice those temperatures increase back into the mid 90s, 96, sunny skies. Our winds blowing from the east northeast about 2 to 6 miles per hour. Let's see some traffic. It is 6 with 32 minutes. This is 35 at Del Mar. We also noticed that there's lots of traffic throughout the morning hours, especially by this area, 35 at Del Mar. Possibly not looking at much traffic right now, but just keep in mind when that clock gets to 7 a.m., there's going to be lots of traffic by 35 and Del Mar, but also all across Laredo, especially in those school zones. Back to you. Well, happy birthday to her, right? Let's go to the very beginning where Dolly Parton, health is very important. She feels like she needs to slow down, and how she said health, she needs to get checked. And when she feels she's prepared, she'll probably start again back in Vegas.
Right, and the message there, don't ignore any signs that you might be feeling, because it could be a sign of something bigger. Like in her case, she needs to have some procedures done, and she is alluding to the fact that it might have been because she was kind of overdoing things. So,
and now Bad Bunny.
I know.
The Super Bowl. Many people didn't go to Puerto Rico to watch his concerts, but now if you have tickets for the Super Bowl, you're going to get to see him in the halftime show.
Absolutely.
Which people are probably very excited.
I'm sure they are. Lots of people were hoping it was going to be Taylor Swift. They kind of hinted to that, but I think Bad Bunny, it was time for him to do a Super Bowl halftime.
Lots of people are wanting to watch him in concert. And now, since you mentioned Taylor Swift, let's go to Selena Gomez. She got married over the weekend, and that was cool that she let her followers see those images. She posted before paparazzi, anybody else, it gives you that connection with your followers. So that's very good.
And that's probably why, as the story says, she's the most followed
Number
woman
one.
Exactly, out of Hollywood. So good for her, and congratulations to her. her.
We can't wait for Taylor Swift now's like her wedding. I wonder if they're going to do it live stream or something. That would be so awesome for all the followers,
Everyone
the Swifties.
would be happy with that.
And then going to the movies, box office. What do you think about the movies?
You know, I'm very surprised, pleasantly surprised about the Leonardo DiCaprio movie. That's wonderful. $124 million in its opening weekend. I don't think we've seen a movie bank that much in a long time, probably since Wicked or some of the other big blockbuster films from this past summer. So pretty neat that, you know, we're just in the beginning of October.
They still need to sell a little bit more of those tickets because the money that they did for the film,
they spent,
and then what was the other one about the kids could go watch? I don't know what it was.
The Netflix series one, and then you had the animation one.
Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer was the last one. It was
pretty
third.
good. Yeah. So, you know, lots of things to go watch. Just a little bit of something for everyone at the movie. So head on out to the theaters. Definitely.
Yes.
And maybe that's exactly what some of our friends are going to be doing today. Those celebrating a birthday. From all of us here at KGNS News, happy birthday.
Woo! Well, good morning. Happy Monday. What could we expect across Texas? Well, temperatures this morning are ranging in the mid-60s, starting off in San Antonio in the 66 as well for Austin, 69 for Dallas, 68 for Houston, 67 in Corpus Christi, 71 is our current temperature all the way down into McAllen and Brownsville. Amarillo, you guys are waking up to the low 50s. Very nice and cold start to your morning. 64 for El Paso, Del Rio, 74. So for today, we're going to notice our heat risk potential is going to be little to no risk and also minor. But then as the days goes on into Thursday, especially Friday, we're going to notice that those temperatures will be increasing back into the upper 90s. And here we do see that moderate heat risk potential. It would be later on throughout the weekend. Spots that are looking at some rain right now would be mainly West Texas, but also chances of rain would be from Corpus Christi, Victoria, down into South Padre and McAllen. Very slight chances for you guys for today as we head into North California all the way into the Pacific Northwest. Some showers and thunderstorms, but make sure you guys stay weather aware, especially if you plan to travel towards the east. In Florida, they're looking at rain chances mainly in the East Coast all the way into areas like Georgia, the Carolinas, and here we do see all of that activity. Why is that? Because this is where Tropical Storm Imelda is located. Areas in the Bahamas, areas along the east of Florida all the way into Georgia, the Carolinas. We do see that this system is expected to turn into a Category 1 by tomorrow with winds up to 75 miles per hour, even into Wednesday all the way up to Thursday. By Friday, it's going to be losing its strength and turning into a depression. Now, moving back home, temperatures will be ranging in the 80s and also increasing into the low 90s with plenty of sunshine. Our winds blowing from the east-northeast about 2 to 10 miles per hour. For today, a high of 93. And then there we do see by Wednesday and Thursday back in the upper 90s. And then as we head towards the weekend, we're going to notice rain chances being very slight to a 20%. Back to you. Yeah, and it would be Monday, October 6th.
That's right, 1 week from today.
You know, and you learn something new each day, and that would be a good learning experience.
That's
and
right.
Also, I know the library is very important. You know, you could find interesting books in the library. Sometimes you're like working on a paper and you're like, oh, I need to research, and people go online, but you could probably go to the library and find a book.
That's right, and they also have audiobooks for a lot of people who prefer audiobooks. They have a whole collection of those as well.
Or if you feel at home you don't concentrate while doing work, try the library. You know, they have some quiet rooms where you could read and go over.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we are hoping for some good weather. Any chances of rain this year? Yes, ma'am. Go out and enjoy some coffee. And that is all the time we have. Don't forget to download our news app for up-to-the-minute news and weather.
See ya!
Familia bonita, ¿cómo le va? Qué gusto saludarle. Feliz arranque de semana, super lunes. Soy Ulises Campos Veloso, Erika González del Toro, señorita Yolanda Villarreal. ¿Qué tal el fin de semana?
Muy buen fin de semana. Se nos fue muy rápido, pero pues ya estamos aquí hoy lunes para usted.
Oye, y hablando de rápido, lo bueno es que ya está ya va mero, noviembre 2 es cuando se va a trazar el reloj.
Oye,
pero sí, pero los días sí se están yendo volando porque a mitad de semana ya vamos a estar octubre.
Es correcto, y aparte ese cambio en el que oscurece más temprano
sí,
ya se nota muy marcado.
Como para las 8 ya está oscuro, antes no.
Sí,
sí.
Ahora va a ser a las 6, ya va a estar oscuro.
Wow. Y mientras tanto, como es costumbre, ¿qué se celebra el día de hoy? Lunes 29 de septiembre.
Yolanda Villarreal ya está lista del otro lado del estudio. Yolanda, cuéntanos acerca de esas condiciones del clima. Ya nos esperan lluvias por ahí. No he escuchado yo algo de eso sobre ti, dime.
Bueno, esta semana nos espera la actividad de lluvia, pero lo que vamos a ir notando que las temperaturas nuevamente van a ir aumentando un poco a poco, pero a finales de esta semana. Yo sé que este fin de semana estuvo muy rica la temperatura entre los bajos.
Del tiempo en Telenoticias Laredo.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Muy buenos días y feliz inicio de semana. ¿Cómo van a estar las temperaturas esta tarde? Bueno, en estos momentos ya vemos que estamos entre los bajos, 80 a 82 es la temperatura actual en San Antonio, 81, 84 para la ciudad de Houston, en Corpus 85, 87 para nuestros amigos de McAllen y Brownsville, 27 centígrados en Nuevo Laredo. Vamos al norte de Texas entre los bajos, 70 también llegando hacia El Paso. Bueno, el riesgo de calor hoy es poco o ningún riesgo y menor, pero vamos a ir notando que ya a mitad de semana y también para el jueves vamos a ver un riesgo moderado porque las temperaturas máximas van a estar llegando entre los 90 superiores, casi llegando ya a los 3 dígitos. En estos momentos en Texas, donde están los cielos nublados, vemos que es más hacia el oeste, para El Paso también llegando al Texas Panhandle y también se ve la actividad de lluvias y tormentas eléctricas. En California es más al centro y al norte, también llegando hacia el Pacífico noroeste, pero ahora vamos al este. ¿Qué está pasando en Florida y también en las Carolinas? Vemos que los cielos están nublados, también la actividad de lluvias y tormentas eléctricas. ¿Por qué? Porque está la tormenta tropical Imelda aquí, que para mañana se va a convertir en huracán categoría 1. Bueno, ahora sí regresamos aquí en casa y vemos que esta noche los cielos van a estar parcialmente a mayormente nublados, temperaturas entre los 80 a medianoche. Vamos a notar que las temperaturas van a estar entre los 79 y también nuestros vientos van a ser del sureste, llegando a las 7 millas por hora. Para mañana, la máxima de 96, los cielos soleados, y vamos a ver que para el miércoles y para el jueves se ve que las temperaturas nuevamente van a estar entre cercas de los 3 dígitos y luego llegamos al fin de semana. Para el domingo regresan las posibilidades de lluvia bien ligeras a un 20%. Esto de mi parte, ahora sí regresamos con Oso y los horóscopos.
De regreso en tu casa, hablemos del mundo del espectáculo.
Oye,
dígame.
Está picante.
Bastante.
Chile habanero, lo que vas a platicar ahorita, lo que vas a mencionar.
Y es que Shakira y Bele, pareja. Señores, vámonos a ver quién está. Nos vamos, pero antes le platicamos que McDonald's ha anunciado el regreso de su promoción Monopoly en este 2025, reviviendo una...
Well, it's the start of the week and temperatures will be very warm this week. Well, I'll say as we head into the middle of the week. Today, I would consider it a beautiful day, even though highs are expected to range in the 80s, getting into the low 90s with plenty of sunshine. We do see those temperatures already in the mid 80s. 85 is our current temperature as we head down towards Zapata, Falcon Lake, 89. Then areas like Hebronville all the way into Freer in the low 80s, all the way into Cotula and Carrizo Spring. Their current temperature is ranging in the 80s as well. Our dew points right now are ranging slowly into the low 60s, dropping. They should be dropping into the 50s, so it's going to be feeling warm and dry for us with plenty of sunshine. Our winds are coming from the east-northeast, about 5 miles per hour, should be increasing up to 10 miles. Well, good afternoon. It's the start of the week, and just take a look at these temperatures for us here across Texas. This morning in Amarillo, their current temperature was ranging in the 50s. Right now, we do see those temperatures increasing into the 70s. Dallas, 83, 87 for Houston, 85 is our current temperature for El Paso. It was a rainy weekend for you guys in the 70s as we head into the central states in the 80s for Oklahoma, all the way into North Dakota in the 70s. Out in the west in Colorado in the 70s. This morning, you guys were in the 40s, and then in the 70s as well as we head, well, it's morning for you guys. Last night you were in the 40s. As we head into New Mexico in the 70s, in California in the 60s to 70s, Seattle in the 50s. As we head into areas like New Orleans in the 90s, it is HOT for you guys, the Sunshine State in the 80s, all the way into areas like Chicago in the 70s, from Boston down into Atlanta. So for us for today, we're looking at plenty of sunshine, no rain chances. The rain is mainly towards the west from El Paso all the way into the Texas Panhandle, Del Rio. You're probably going to start to see some cloud coverage with some of that rain. Areas that are looking at some heavy rainfall would be Central and North California, all the way into the Pacific Northwest, Washington, Seattle, Oregon. And then as we head into areas in the East Coast, so here we do see Florida. You're getting some of those isolated showers, strong winds as well, all the way into Georgia, the Carolinas. Why is that? Because Imelda is located right there. It's a tropical storm, should be developing into a Category 1 by tomorrow with winds up to 80 miles per hour. Then as a Category 2 as we head into Wednesday. Make sure you guys stay weather aware, especially if you're in the East Coast, due to that heavy rain and those strong winds. Now, flying back home, temperatures for us will be ranging in the 80s, getting into the low 90s with plenty of sunshine. Our winds blowing from the east-northeast about 2 to 10 miles per hour. For tonight, it will be partly cloudy. Temperatures ranging in the low 80s to upper 70s. For today, expected to reach a high in the low 90s. Plenty of sunshine. As we head into Wednesday and Thursday, it is going to be getting a lot warmer, kind of getting near the triple digit, 98 for Wednesday and Thursday with plenty of sunshine. Thursday, Friday, football games, no rain chances. But then as we head towards the weekend, those rain chances do return, but they're expected to be very slight by Sunday, a 20% a high of 96 and sunny skies. So for today, if you're going to enjoy the outdoors, just keep in mind it's going to be sunny. Our high would be very warm, I would say 93. It's still not that bad. Then as we head into Tuesday, 96, Wednesday and Thursday, back in the upper 90s. Back to you. And maybe you're going to be a winner of some free food from McDonald's.
Some free food or some cash or a Jeep Grand Cherokee. I mean, that sounds awesome.
That's some good ideas. But let's see how weather is going to be.
For today, make sure to tune into our Cajuness News, the early edition. Until then, have a great day, everybody.
See ya. ¿Qué tal? Bueno, feliz inicio de semana. Este fin de semana las temperaturas agradables, sí, llegamos entre los bajos 90, pero aquí podemos ver que el riesgo de calor de hoy es poco a ningún riesgo y menor. Nuevamente las máximas de hoy van a estar llegando entre los 80 para unos entre los 90 grados, pero esto va a ir cambiando a finales de esta semana porque nuevamente las temperaturas se espera que lleguen cercas a los 3 dígitos. Más adelante les cuento un poquito más.
Momento de la primera alerta del tiempo en Telenoticias Laredo.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Bueno, feliz lunes. Miren nomás las máximas alrededor del sur de Texas. Al norte vemos temperaturas entre los 70 grados. Para mis amigos del Paso, 82. En Del Río sí se sintió un poco más alta la temperatura, 88. Aquí en casa, 92 grados. Sí, un poco cálido, pero también agradable para estar afuera. 94 para McAllen, entre los bajos, 90 para Brownsville, para Corpus, Houston, 92, 90 para la ciudad de Austin, 87 en Dallas y vemos que en San Antonio, 89. ¿Qué se espera para las próximas horas? Bueno, esta noche vamos a ir viendo que los cielos van a estar parcialmente, mayormente nublados, temperaturas entre los 80 grados. Nuestros vientos van a ser del este-noreste de 2 a 10 millas por hora. ¿Cómo va a estar para mañana, ya martes? Bueno, con bastante sol, vemos una máxima de 96. Nuestros vientos del este-noreste de 2 a 6 millas por hora. ¿Y cómo va a estar para el resto de esta semana? Como les comentaba, esas temperaturas irán aumentando, casi llegando a los 3 dígitos cercas. Aquí podemos ver que para el miércoles y para el jueves se esperan máximas de 98 grados. Las noches y las mañanas todavía entre los bajos 70. Para este fin de semana vamos a ver el regreso de la posibilidad de lluvias y tormentas eléctricas, pero bien ligeras. Para el domingo vemos un 20% y una máxima de 96 grados. Así que las temperaturas aumentan para el miércoles y para el jueves, casi llegando a los 3 dígitos. Es todo de mi parte.